Welcome to the UMO Coaches Show. I'm Michael Robertson for the Trojan Sports Network, joined today by UMO men's basketball head coach Joey Higginbotham. Coach, got a week split, a couple of games on the road. You finally get to come back home here in a couple of days for a home game again after having your last 5 or 6 split with one home game against Belmont Abbey. So we'll start first though going back and looking at last week. A game on the road at Belmont Abbey. We've already talked about how that's an odd situation that you played Belmont Abbey at home, had a week rest, and then you went and played Belmont Abbey on the road. But once again, kind of a similar situation to how the game was here, although you guys were not able to close in late like you did here about a week and a half ago here in Carnegie. But did it feel like you guys could never really get over that hill, get over the hump to try and really get yourself within 3 points, get it within a possession?
That game was really frustrating. It was kind of a tale of two halves. We really guarded really well the first half, and offensively we're really not very good. And then second half we get to going a little bit more offensively, and we can't guard a chair. So it was kind of just real frustrating that game. I thought we had a chance to be there. It was really not the outcome. The score was not. The game was a lot closer than that. But some good things came out of it. Saquon Jameson had a great game, double. Just trying to get that 40-minute consistent effort was tough that night. So we kind of let those two slip, which we definitely should have won here, I thought. But just got to prepare for the next one.
And you talked about how important winning some of these games are, not only about trying to get into the secure your position in the Conference Carolinas postseason tournament, but also trying to position yourselves well, which is maybe not something you were thinking about a month and a half ago, but you guys have won some games and put yourself in a position. After Wednesday, not knowing what was going to happen on Saturday, how did you feel about how you were looking for the conference tournament?
I was nervous, definitely. I thought we needed to win one of those 2 games against Belmont Abbey to get a little more confident. Okay, we're in, and we didn't do our job. But I definitely got a little nervous because things that happened that put us. I think we were 2 games above North Greenville and we were tied with Erskine, and right there fighting for that 7-8 spot. So that definitely made things a little. That King game going into King Saturday made it really a little more pressure on it.
Well, you talk about King on Saturday. I know you've talked about how tough a place it is. But you guys were able to go in there, grinded it out, had a lead late. King came back, tied it, actually went ahead, and you guys were able to force an overtime. And then went into overtime and really tight, not a whole lot of scoring. You guys scored 9 points, King scored 6, and you come away with a 75-72 road victory. How big of a victory is that for you guys?
That was huge. I mean, take away any year. I mean, I can't remember how many years they've been in the league, but that's only our 2nd time we've won there. Coach Pitts does a great job, and that's a tough place to play. But I was super proud of our guys, especially our defensive effort for 45 minutes was really, they dialed in. They run off a lot of screens. They got 2 really good shooters, and Hunter LeBou and CJ Good. And I just thought we grew up as a team Saturday mentally. We mentally toughness won us that game, and that's what we've been talking about a lot here in the last week or 2 with the young group. But we had a balanced scoring attack. We had 5 guys in double figures, and then Saquon, he had 8 points, but he had 19 rebounds. That's when we switched the lineup a little bit and brought Tyler Thomas off the bench, trying to get a little spark plug going there. But that was a huge win, not just for our season, but for our program. Just because we haven't won there a lot, and they've kind of been a thorn in our side for many years, and to go down there and to beat them it was a pretty satisfying victory.
Well, a good win to get heading into a big week, especially with the next game coming up on the road in Wilson against Barton, a team at the top, up there at the top, the Conference Carolinas standings. How does that win set you guys up going into Wednesday?
It definitely is a place we haven't won in a long time, and for our guys, every little bit of confidence helps with our guys, especially a young group and things like that. And like I said, we really grew up a lot Saturday, coming off a bad second half against Belmont Abbey to then go on the road to a place where we haven't had a lot of success. And hopefully that's going to filter over to a tough environment Wednesday, which is always tough at Barton. And you can throw records out the window Wednesday. It doesn't matter. It's two teams that are really they're going to, effort-wise, you're not going to have to worry about effort Wednesday. It's going to be who does the little things, execution, who gets the loose balls, who wins the rebound battle. And it's going to be I'm playing on a typical Mount Olive Barton game.
Well, and you've got a team primarily filled with guys who have never experienced
Right.
that Barton, at least personally,
Yeah.
the Barton-Mount Olive rivalry. How do you convey that to them, or is that something you just don't even mention?
No, we talk about it. We talked about it this morning after practice. We approach every game as our biggest game of the year, but I'm not going to lie to the guys. It's Barton. It's our Duke, North Carolina, the Battle of the East, all that. It's a little more to it. We want to beat them, and they want to beat us. They got us last year, 2 games by I think 5 points, combined 5 points. We just got to be ready to play. I don't want you to play differently. I don't want you to do more things than you can't do, but just there's a little more softness. So that ball's loose, we better win it. But they're excited. They're feeling good after the win. I said, but we can't rest on our laurels of what we did. We got to prepare to get ready for another really good team on the road in a tough environment.
Looking past Wednesday, church night on Saturday night here in Carnegie Arena against Erskine. What are you expecting? I know you've already seen Erskine, so I won't ask you about Erskine, but what are you expecting in terms of a crowd and in terms of the fans giving you guys a boost on Saturday night?
Hopefully we can put on a good show. It's going to be a grinding game. Erskine really makes you work, and they're going to work the clock. If they can't get a transition, we're going to have to guard. We did a really good job down there and guarded. But hopefully our fans will bring us a little more energy and have us a great atmosphere and a 6-man environment, and we can get the church people up on their feet and clapping a little bit more and raising a little Canaan here in Carnegie. But it's always an exciting night. It's a packed house, and Coach Peeler seems like from Erskine, it seems like he always tells me I'm coming down here for the church night game every year. I said, well, we got to do what we got to do. But I'm excited. The guys can't get ahead too much, but it's going to be an exciting night.
Well, good luck this week, Coach, and thank you for taking time to talk with us.
Appreciate it.
This has been another edition of the UMO Coaches Show here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Exceptional degrees at an exceptional value. That's transforming education. The University of Mount Olive, transforming education, transforming lives. Learn more at umo.edu. That's umo.edu.